Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending wherever you are tuning in from. Welcome to Exposing Catholicism, where we expose to you the true teachings of the Catholic Church, the faith which the Church has always taught its generation in all ages till now, from the beginning. My name is Tongai Chipangura. I am your host. So, on the last video, we make a very long video, almost an hour long, and we were defining who is God. We explaining the nature of God. Then some of you have requested that, please can you break that video into small videos so that you can dissect and you can understand each point, how it's mean exactly. So I am going to do just that. I don't know how many videos of that 1 hour video I am going to make. But to those who want to watch the whole full video as it is, you can switch to that video and watch it. So if you have not subscribed to our channel, please kindly consider doing so. Share, like, and comment also on the section so that we can know, we can understand, we can also learn from you. And if you want to be part of what we are doing, just tell us, then we can do it. So let's begin. We begin by saying that a man, a human being, is a religious being because the desire for God is imprinted, is written in the human heart. And that desire cannot be switched off or cannot be erased by anything else. But it can only be fulfilled when when a human being discovers, or when a human being found rest in God, or found bond with God himself. So, as a man, as human beings, without faith, without being told by anyone else, because of that desire which is written in the human heart, a man will come to know that God does exist. We call that natural light of reason. So, by natural light of reason, man can come to know God with certainty on the basis of just merely looking at the world around himself, at the world around us, mountains, all those trees, animals, ourselves. Man can come with certainty that really there is a being which is supreme out there to sustain all this world around him. And we call that natural light of reason. But by natural light of reason alone, there are difficulties, there are obstacles for a man to comprehend, to fully comprehend who God is. There are obstacles because of another world which is invisible to human naked eye. There's another world which is invisible that we do not see as we see the world around us. So for us to tap into that world so that we can really understand who God is, we need what we call enlightenment. And this enlightenment is given also to man by God himself. And this enlightenment, we call it another order of knowledge. Another order of knowledge, which we can in turn call divine truth or divine revelation, where God himself has to become a man. God himself become a man and dwelt among us and revealed that invisible world to human beings. So, in the person of Jesus Christ, God became a man and dwelt among us and revealed that truth about God. So the reason why Jesus Christ became a man and dwelt among us was also to reveal, to expose ourselves to ourselves, to expose ourselves who we really are, to show ourselves, to reveal ourselves who really we as human beings, who are human beings. Another reason why Jesus is to become man and dwell among us is to reveal also who God is to human beings. So we call that divine revelation. So you as human beings, we have that closeness to God that we have even up to now. But the closest that we can talk about is when Jesus became one of us and dwelt among us, lived among us, survived us as human beings. He revealed himself who God is, and he revealed to ourselves who we are as human beings. But we must as well not forget what we say in the beginning. There are difficulties and there are obstacles for a man to really comprehend fully who God is. Therefore, who is really this God? Let's define. Does he has a definition? Let's give a definition. The definition the church which gives. Who is this God really? And the definition of the church to us is God is a supreme being who alone exists of himself and is infinity in all perfections. God is a supreme being who alone exists of himself and is infinity in all perfections. This is the definition that we have. But we have to break down this definition again so that we can really understand who God is by explaining each word by word by word by word. Then maybe we can be able to have the closest understanding of who God is. So when we say God is supreme, we are saying God is the greatest that can be. God is the highest above all, the highest it can be. This is what we mean when we say God is supreme. And spirit, when we say God is a supreme spirit, by spirit we are meaning a being that has understanding and a free will, but without a body, and which will never die, which cannot die. So God cannot die. God is the greatest above everything else, the highest. Therefore, what do we mean by even saying supreme? We have again to go down with this word supreme. We say supreme is the greatest, is the highest that can be. So there can only be one who is highest. There can only be one who is greatest. There can be only one who is highest above everything else. There is no way with our language we can say there are two highest above all else. So in other words, we are just saying God is one. Our God is one. And anything which is one is simply means it's simple. God is simple. This is what we are trying to say. God is supreme. God is one. God is simple. God is not composed of many things. He's not composed of many parts. What are we saying? we are just trying to say God is not complicated. God is not complicated. He is Him. I am who I am. He is who He is. Simple one. Our God is only one. This is what we mean by saying God is a supreme spirit. But we must understand that the simplicity of God cannot be comprehended by the complication of human mind. We as human beings, with how complicated we are, we cannot be able to simplify this oneness and fully comprehend it, although God is one and is simple. So in this video, let's end here. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please consider doing so. Share the video with others, like and comment on the section so that we can also understand, we can also hear, we can also learn from you. See you on the next video.